What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Copart for another Copart walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Why don't we start with the 2018 Chevy Trax. I know, not the most exciting vehicle on the road today, but it's an economical vehicle. It should be reasonably priced. Hopefully it runs, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It's got Goodyear tires with good tread that matches. So far, this thing actually looks pretty decent for what it is. Now, it's not necessarily my cup of tea. I'm not into those really tall and narrow. You know, that's the thing, like, tall and narrow. It's just, I don't personally like it, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that absolutely love a Chevy Trax. And here you go. There's one right here at Copart in Oklahoma City that you can probably get for a steep discount. We're going to check this thing out. Let's have a closer look at it. See what the interior looks like. See what kind of miles this thing's got on it. Relatively small, tall but narrow, and it's just really small. That's all I could say. The interior looks nice though. You got cloth interior. It's going to be a relatively basic model. Nothing wrong with that. Definitely clean. A little dirty over there, but not too bad. I'm guessing 120,000 miles on the odometer, maybe less. Let's see if it wants to turn on. It takes a key, really? Still? It's got remote start. That's bizarre. You'd think it'd be pushed to start. Oh, and it's dead as a doornail. Of course, and this is never a good sign. When you see that little keyhole open on the shifter, that means somebody had to manually put it into neutral to move it. That's generally not a good sign. Let's pop the hood. Obviously, we're going to have to put a jump on this one and see if we can get it running. Come on. Open up. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Little bitty 1.4 liter Ecotec. Same engines in the Chevy Cruze. Basically, same engine GM pretty much puts in literally everything, man. Or at least they did. I don't know if they still use the same 1.4. I'd imagine not. All right, let's throw a jump pack on this real quick. Let's find out if this one is going to run. Hey, we got lights. How about that? Things are coming on. Mileage, 92,000. No kidding. I thought it had a little more than that, but that's fine, man. That's really decent. Oh, come on, will you? Really? First one of the day and you ain't gonna start. It ain't even trying to start. Makes no attempt to start it all. Maybe it wants the door closed. I can't close the hood. I got a jump pack on it, you know. Everything comes to life. No. Maybe if I put it in neutral. Nothing. Huh. Well, how about that? That's anticlimactic. Okay. Hey, let's not waste any more time on it, man. That's fine. This is honestly a crying shame, though. The thing is too new with only 90-something thousand miles on it. It doesn't even have 100K on it yet. And it's broken. Could be something simple. I don't know. Maybe it needs a starter. Maybe there's something more sinister going on. Let's check the oil. It's got oil, plenty of oil. So I don't think it's an issue with the motor being locked up. There's definitely something else going on with this one, guys. So unfortunately, we're gonna walk away. Now let's move on to something that I guarantee you is going to start, right? A Honda. It's a Honda HR-V. What year is this? Like a 2019, 2018, 2019 Honda HR-V. Now this one looks a little rough. She's got some miles on her. Tires, I don't know, man. You got a Douglas there. You've got a Douglas there. This one's got good tread. The front one looks a little iffy. It's a little banged up here and there. It's definitely not perfect. She's got miles, for sure. It's all scraped up over here. This tire doesn't look that great. That's a Michelin, and it's all worn out, and the wheels curved, scraped up all over here. Looks like somebody puked out the window there. Probably used for Uber, for being completely honest. Yeah, this is an Uber car, guys. But this thing might have 200,000 miles on the clock. It may smell like puke, and it may be beat to hell. Oh wow, what happened up here? Somebody drew on it with a key and then beat on it with a ball peen hammer. Wow, man. Yeah, the interior smells as good as I expected it to. It does. Cloth interior, smells horrible. Let's take a look. Probably 200,000 miles, and I'll bet you money this thing starts with a jump. It'll be dead, because everything's always dead. Oh, it smells so freaking bad in here. Ugh, this is rough. All right, let's see. It's even got power. Leave it to a Honda, man. Leave it to a Honda. Wow. Turn that radio off. Oh, come on. Come on. If it doesn't start, you know why it won't start? Because it probably doesn't have any damn gasoline in it. No, it's got gas. I'm wrong. Come on, Honda. You're making me look bad here. I literally said I knew this thing was going to start. Bingo. Oh. It counts. It started. What the hell? What is this? Somebody drew on the roof and then drew on the windshield. Oh my goodness. What is going on? We got this little green light over here. It's flashing. Is that like a security? Yeah, it shuts right off. It's got some kind of a security issue with the key. So here's the deal. I just found another key. How much you want to bet it starts with this one? Bingo! The other key was literally sitting here in this cup holder. Now this thing's pretty nasty, but I told you it'd run. How many miles does it have on it? Not a clue. I don't even know. Can we? 150,000. Hey, not bad. All right, I wasn't quite right on the mileage. I said like 200, but 149,086 on the miles. We're going to turn on the air conditioning. Everything in here is sticky and just disgusting. It's bad. I heard the compressor kick on. Steering? Yes, the steering works. Brakes feel good. Reverse? Does it have a backup? It does. Got a backup camera. It sucks, but it's got a backup camera. Turn off the parking brake. Backwards? Yes. Forwards? Seemed like it's a little slow to shift into drive there. A little slow to shift into reverse too. RPMs are way too high. They're sitting like 1200 RPM. That's definitely too high. Yeah, she goes forward and backwards, guys. Air conditioning, by the way, just kicked on, and it works. Important window works. Tinted windows, yes. Less important window works. Hey, go back up and stay there. Hey. Listen now. Probably just need to be indexed. It should work this time. Really? Really? If we're going to do this? Alright, so we're going to do this manually. Bingo. Alright, no big deal. She's got some miles on her, guys. She's going to have a few quirks. We got a little wrench in the corner there, probably for an oil change. We got this little blue light right here, which means the engine's not warmed up. We got a yellow light up here for a tire pressure monitoring system. And then you got this economy light. Turn that off. Nobody wants economy, man. We want more power, baby. More power. All right. It's dirty. It's nasty. It stinks. The body is pretty nasty. It needs tires. I mean, just overall, this thing needs a little bit of work. But how much is something like this going to go for? I know it's a 2019 and it's a Honda, which means it's worth some money. If it's a clean title, oh yeah, you got to open this yourself, huh? If it's a clean title, it's worth even more money. You got floor mats and stuff in here, a box full of diapers. Oh, that's got to be worth a small fortune, right? It's a little rough, but this could make a decent daily driver for somebody. Let's pop the hood. Let's see what she's working with. You know it's going to be one of those little Honda, like 2.4 liter or something. Maybe even smaller than that. I don't know. Maybe it's a little 2 liter or 1.8 liter. It is a 1.8 liter. Wow, she's tiny. That is a little bitty engine. Look at that little bitty battery running this thing. No kidding. Hear that air compressor? Going to town, man. That's a Honda for you right there. 2019 Honda got 50,000 more miles than this same 2019 or 2018 Chevy Trax. This thing don't run. This thing's like, screw it, man, I'm ready. It's not too bad looking. The more I look at it, the more I kind of like it. Why don't I pull this up on Copart's website real quick? Let's see what it's going for, and I'll pull up Black Book, and we'll find out what it's worth. All right, so I just pulled up the values. This is not for sale yet, but this thing, because of its mileage, has a hit on it for $4,600 to $4,700, a strike against it, if you will, for having too many miles. This thing should sell for around $6,700 to $7,800. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm out here shopping. I'm looking for more cars to buy for the channel, but the reality is, for $7,000, is this what I want to buy? No. No, this thing needs too much. It just needs too much. It's too filthy. It needs tires. It needs a whole interior, exterior detail. It's behind on services, I'm sure. This is not something that I would be looking for today. Not for this kind of money, but still, if you're looking for something that's reasonably priced and it's a Honda, something that's going to be reliable, easy to maintain, here you go yet again, a perfect example of something you can find out here at Copart that should get you by for a long time without too much of a headache. Now again, I know it's not very exciting, but here we have a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. We're gonna have to find out if it runs or not. It's got like 99,000 miles on the odometer, and according to Black Book, this should be worth about $7,300. The problem is, it needs tires, it needs paint. This thing looks kind of rough. The paint is all flaked off, and it's going to continue flaking off. You get the panoramic sunroof, more flaking paint. This is the 2.0 turbo, though. It's a limited. It's going to be a pretty high trim model, guys. This is going to be nice. It should have leather interior. That turbo engine's honestly pretty quick. I've had, well, we're starting off real bad. That can't be the battery for this car. The leather interior is disgusting. Here we go. It even has a flat bottom steering wheel. Are you kidding me? Now, I had the sister to this car, which was the Kia Optima. And it was the S or ST, I can't remember. It was nice though, man, but mine was new. So it looked a lot better than this. This is really rough. There are cigarettes in the door over here, spoons, sweet and sour sauce. Yeah, this one's definitely been rode hard and put away wet. We got wires just kind of floating around under here. Man, I can't remember what it was. It was a Kia something, a Kia. Maybe it was an Optima S, an SX. That's what it was. It was an SX because it was that little turbo, and that sucker, man, for being a little four-banger sedan, it was actually a pretty quick car. I really enjoyed it during the time I had it. I used it for doing Uber and Lyft. Oh. That ain't good. Oh, no. Oh, no. That ain't gonna happen. We got oil splattered all over top of the engine. There's no serpentine belt. Things are just kind of taken apart. Heat shields have been removed over by the turbocharger. There's oil everywhere under here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say this one doesn't run. And they put the battery in the back seat probably for a reason. I think this is one we probably should not try to start. Anybody interested in a cheap Mazda Miata? Well, I kind of like this little car, man. What is it? A 17 MX-5. Car Max Business Services. Interesting. So, is this a trade-in? Is this a repossession? It's got hail damage pretty bad. This is... Man, she got it. Yeah, she got it bad, guys. That's a shame. I mean, it's definitely no worse than my fiance's Mustang GT was. In fact, this is nowhere near as bad as her Mustang GT. I got a feeling it's getting to some of these pieces that are kind of difficult. This is one that if I bought it, I would take this straight to a PDR shop and get all of the dings removed. Like I said, I've got a good PDR shop now that I know of. I would absolutely take this there and say, hey, do your thing to it. Looks like we got Continental Extreme Contact tires all the way around. Look like they match. I see a rectangular sticker that tells me this car was at one point sitting at Insurance Auto Auctions. You got nice tinted windows. Looks like it's a Texas car. It is a manual transmission, which is very nice. This is exactly what I'd want. And I know what you're thinking. There's no way you drive a Miata. Little do you guys know, I've owned a lot of Miatas back in the day, including a 1999, I think it was. It was a Mazda Miata 10th Anniversary Edition, and it was in a special blue color. That's all I remember. It was a special blue color. The interior had like this special blue Alcantara. I loved that car. It had a little, you know, badge number like 318 or something like that, you know, that designated its serial number for all of them that were built for that year. I have always loved Miatas, and I've never had one this new. I don't entirely know what I think about it, but I think it looks good. The windows maybe a little bit too tinted. I don't know. That's personal preference, though. Yeah, you know what? I do. I kind of like it. I kind of like this little car. And my only question is, am I going to fit in it? That's, well, let's find out. Let's find out if I fit, because these are very small cars. Oh, wow, the interior is filthy. Oh, is that all it goes back? That's it? You know, here's the thing. I've grown a little bit since the last time I drove a Miata. Let me see if I can. I'd rather scoot this seat. There we go. That's better. I do. I fit fine. Look at me. I fit in this car just fine. Let's see if it's got any power. Push to start. The shifter feels nice. Dead as a doornail. Why? They're all dead. The seats, I mean, it's leather. These are really dirty. This car looks like it sat with the windows open for quite a while. That's a shame. That is a crying shame. We'll pop the hood if I can find the, there it is. I always pull them like 3 times, and I get people saying, why do you do that? Is it OCD? No, it is not OCD. The reason I do that is because I can't tell you how many times I've pulled the hood release on a car, came all the way out to open the hood, and it didn't pull. Now, obviously, I heard it pull on this one, but now it's just it's a habit. That's all it is. It's just a habit. It's not an OCD thing. Oh, there are spider webs. Maybe this does not run. This is strange. Look at all the spider webs under here. I mean, this thing's got spider webs everywhere. This must have got parked somewhere and just forgot. Huh. All right, guys, I'm going to throw a jump pack on it real quick. Battery sits right there. Let's see if we can get this thing to run. Now, can somebody tell me what Sky Active technology is? Because I see these Mazdas, and they all brag about this Sky Active technology, and quite honestly, I'm too lazy to go look at it for myself. If you know what Sky Active technology is, drop a comment below and tell me. Uh-oh. Door open? Will it not start because the door's open? It's got power. Oh, it doesn't do anything, guys. The start light is flashing. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that sounds bad. Oh, wow, the miles. Good Lord. 117,959 miles. Well, now it sounds better. That's bizarre. It sounded really bad. And then it seemed like it cleaned up. I'm going to give it just a little rev. Somebody's deleted like a resonator. Yeah. Yep, somebody deleted a resonator or something on this. There's definitely some exhaust work. Important window works. Less important window also works. Okay, the car's a little rough, guys. Probably really not worth what it would cost to fix the hail damage. I'm going to guess $3,000, $3,500 in PDR work on this. Plus, obviously, the cost of the car, the cost of fees. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shifts through the gears just fine. Clutch feels good. Shifter feels good. Let's see if we can get it to move forward. No problem. Reverse. That's not reverse. Where is reverse? There's reverse. Yeah. Yeah, clutch feels good even with 100,000 miles on it. I want to turn on the air conditioning real quick. You guys know I always got to check out the AC. I heard the compressor. Come on. Steering feels fine. What do we got over here? We got like cross traffic. We got lane departure. You know, it's got some options. Not too bad. A 2017 glove box. Is there not one? There's no glove box in this car. Really? Alrighty then. Oh, the glove box is and there's your cup holder. Really? That's a cup holder. Oh my goodness. Glove box is right there. Nothing in it. Little navigation deal there. We've got nothing here. Okay. AC works, by the way. Actually works really well. This is not too bad. I'd love to know if the top works. Unfortunately, I don't know. Oh, there it is right there. It appears the top works. Oh, wow. It comes off kind of like a clamshell. This is a convertible. It's more like a, what do you call those roofs? I can't remember. Not the T-tops. It's more like a Targa top. You see? Used to, Miatas were convertibles. You know, all of this would have been gone. You had a nice little soft top, man. I didn't know that it was... Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's like a Targa top. It seems to run fine. Like I said, air conditioning works good. Somebody's done something to the exhaust. It's missing the antenna. No big deal. There's a crack in this plastic. Oh, it's got headers. I didn't even see that. Aftermarket. Yeah, headers. I guarantee you that's not stock. She runs good, though. She runs good. I'm going to put this on the list, but before I do, I want to find out how much it's worth versus how much it's going for. Now, there's always the possibility that this car is not up for sale yet. That happens sometimes, and when that happens, I just put it on my watch list. Bumper's coming off. That's fine. Just, you know, ignore that. It's got 100,000 miles on it. What do you want? This is something that these little cars, they drive like they're on rails, man. It's like driving a roller skate down the road. Let's put that top back up. Hopefully it all works. See how it's kind of like a clamshell? It just opens up, then the top comes out, and then the clamshell just closes back down over. How about that? No kidding. I'm going to turn off. I'll bet they don't have cats on this. I'd almost bet money the cats are deleted on this. Yeah. Let me pull this thing up real quick. Hey, come on now. Let me pull this thing up real quick, guys. Let's see if it's up for sale. Let's find out what it's worth. Well, this is unfortunate. I'm actually very interested in this little car. I'm legitimately looking for cars to purchase. And this one doesn't pull up on Copart's website at all. Now, this does happen sometimes. I don't know why, but she's not for sale. And it's not even in Copart's system. And then the worst thing is I tried to pull it up on Black Book Cherry, and I was having problems on my Black Book account too pulling this car up. So I don't know what the deal is with this one. It's one I'm definitely going to have to put in the back of my mind and try to remember. Obviously, it's not on the website. I can't put it on my watch list. So I'm going to try to remember this one, and hopefully at some point it comes up for sale, and maybe we'll have better luck next time. Now, before we get any further, a couple honorable mentions, including the this Godfall Camaro SS. Yeah, I don't know. It's still sitting here. Apparently, it's not up for sale yet. If it was, I would definitely be on top of this one. Very interested in this manual transmission with a brand new 6.2 liter engine. And then, of course, you guys may have remembered this one. Yeah, the C8 Corvette. It's been moved back here to this this back lot. God, I love this car. I just can't help but take another look at it. Yeah, this was the first time I actually got to be hands-on with a C8 Corvette, and I'll be honest with you, I love it. I absolutely love it. My fiance, however, she does not like it. She doesn't like it at all. She said it looks too much like an Italian sports car and too little like an American sports car. She's more of a fan of the front engine, you know, mid or rear transmission style of traditional American sports cars, and she's just not ready to move into the future yet. I don't care. Yes, it definitely looks like an Italian sports car. It does not resemble a Corvette all that much anymore. To me, the only things that really look like a Corvette, the taillights are still reminiscent of Corvette. Of course, the iconic Stingray, yeah, it's obviously Corvette. The pipes coming out the back, it still looks like a Corvette in that sense, but it's all different. That's all changed because you have the engine in the back of the car now. This does not look anything like a Corvette, other than the logos and the taillights, and I guess the wheels. The wheels still look like Corvette wheels, but aside from that, it's all different, and that's fine. You know, things change. You got to move on with the times. I'll be honest with you, I still love my C7s. I still enjoy the C6. I've never really cared for the C5. The C4 is just a pain in the ass to get in and out of. It's an uncomfortable car, in my opinion. I don't like the C4. The C5, I probably wouldn't buy one, but a C6, a C7, and a C8 definitely. Now this one's going to cost some money, guys. Again, I don't know what the deal is with this. It runs. We'll fire it up real quick, and you can hear it. It sounds great. Oh, that's my impression of Tim Allen. You know, it just sounds like masculinity, man. Oh man, no offense to the ladies out there. I know there's ladies who love this Corvette, but this is, to me, wow, man, I love this car. I love this car. Look at the gauges. Look at the layout. Tell me this is not just a thing of beauty. This is art right here. Driver-centric. I mean, everything about this car is about the driver and the drive. The passenger, you know, basically what this car says, this interior to me, it says to the passenger, shut up and be quiet. And let me drive. That's what it says to me, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, my first time hands-on with a C8 Corvette. And, God, I wish. I'd love to. Ooh, exhaust mode changed. Track mode. There we go. See that track mode? Everything wakes up. It's yellow. You got the yellow seat belts. It looks kind of like Goon Squad's new Charger Hellcat, right? I like that yellow. Oh man, that sounds good. Let's open the trunk and the frunk. Let's just take a peek, right? See what we're working with here. I don't know why this car is here, but I'll tell you this. If it doesn't go for crazy money, and who knows, it probably will. This is one I could bid on, guys. I do have the money put up for something like this. This car's value should be, before an accident or any damage, around $78,000. That's what they claim anyway. I find these things on ACV's website. They vary, depending on trim level. They vary, but I can find them, you know, a couple years old with a little bit of miles, not much. Few thousand miles, 10,000 miles or so. I can generally find them for $65,000, $68,000, but because this is sitting here and it's obviously got some damage to the front, I'm crossing my fingers, man, that we might be able to find this one for a little bit less. If I could get something like this for 55 to 60, and I know that's a reach, it'll probably never happen, but 55 to 60, no higher than 60. 55 or lower, I'm doing this car. That's going to happen. I will absolutely bid on this car at around $55,000 to $60,000. There's that beautiful 6.2, runs like a top, flat plane crank. Look at those manifolds, man. Tell me this is not just gorgeous. The red valve covers, man. Now, you know I'm going to have to pull this up on Black Book Cherry so I can figure out what they say it's worth. I'm gonna have to pull this up on Copart real quick. I don't think this one is for sale yet, but I would definitely be interested in knowing what this is supposed to be worth. There is no room for stuff. You get no room. Now somebody's been in here. All of this has been removed, so there's damage. And we know there's damage We knew this from the beginning because all of this plastic rubbery stuff underneath has all been coming apart. So somebody ran up over something is what happened. There's going to be damage under there, but I don't know, man. I'd still take a chance on this car. Well, guys, we might be in luck on this one. We might end up bringing a C8 to the channel. This one's got 11,498 miles. It's a 1LT, so it's a pretty basic model. But here's the thing. Down here, you probably can't see it, but it says the base value of this car, the adjusted value would be about $63,000. However, because of history damage to the car, they have deducted $31,000 to $32,000, which means this car should sell for $32,000 to $33,600. That's right, $32,000 to $33,600 for a C8 Corvette. Yes, I'm assuming it's salvaged or whatever. In fact, maybe I can pull it up on Copart's website and try to find out. It's not for sale yet. It's an upcoming lot. They claim the retail value is $78,761. I don't know where that number comes from, but I can find them all day long with this mileage for way cheaper. Unfortunately, it doesn't really say much about it other than miles, runs and drives, crashed toys, the VIN number, and that's it. It doesn't even tell you what kind of title it has, but I'm assuming this is going to be a salvage title, guys, without a doubt. And there's going to be damage underneath. The only question is, how bad is it? And would you bid on this? If you could win this car for $32,000 right now, and you had the money, if you could get a $60,000 car for 30 grand, would you do it? With that, I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a comment below. I have never been this close to buying a C8 Corvette before. This is the cheapest that I've ever found them. I didn't realize that it lost literally 50% of its value, 30 grand off. I said earlier, I would pay $55 for this car. Looking at things now that I've had a minute to kind of look it up and realize that would have been a huge mistake. Nah, there's no way I'd pay that. There's got to be damage underneath. However, the temperature came up just fine. It's not overheating. There's no warning lights at all. I'm willing to bet you, other than some minor cosmetic damage to the underside, I guarantee you, this thing runs and drives fine. Guys, look, the steering feels fine. The wheels are both going straight. Brakes feel good. Put it in drive. Does it go forward? Yes, it does. What about reverse? Backup camera. It goes backwards. Feels fine. Park, yes. Air conditioning. Let's crank it on. Let's turn on the AC. Make sure it works. I know I said we're getting out of here, but guys, put it on auto. Do we have ventilated seats? I don't know. I'll figure all that out later. Sync, blah, 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 blah. More blah, 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 blah. I don't think it's got ventilated seats or anything. But we've got it on auto. You got these little vents right here. These are kind of weird. And another one over here, again, kind of bizarre, but let's see if we can get some air conditioning going through this bad boy. If the air conditioning works, it's done. I'm telling you, I was ready to spend real money on this, to think that I could get this thing for 30 grand. 30 grand. Are you out of your mind? That AC's on and it's cold. Yes, it is. Windows, yes. Yes, it's got 11,000 miles on it, man. Of course, now you don't get a warranty. Salvage title. You don't get a warranty, but you're still entitled to recall work. A 2023 Corvette. I'm out of my mind right now, and I'm putting the cart before the horse because there's obviously no guarantee that it's going to go for 30. This thing could go for 40, 45, 50. It's really hard to predict what these are going to go for, especially being listed on Crashed Toys. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Drop your comments down below and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.